Okay, so we're taking a look at the following problem, and we're asked to find the limit for this function f. We're given the point c and a y tolerance epsilon, and then we're asked to find a delta that satisfies the inequality that is within the acceptable tolerance of the limit. So we've got a little bit of work, but it's not too bad. All right, our first question is, what is the limit? All right, what is the limit? L. Well, we know that this right here, it's a linear function. It's classified under that polynomial family. So in this case, then, the limit as x approaches some number c of some function f of x is simply f of c. That's what the limit is. What does that say? That we can just plug in. Okay, so what we're going to do then is say, well, the limit as x approaches this number -3 of 6x minus 2 will simply equal 6 times -3 minus 2, and we're going to get -18 minus 2, which is -20. All right, now we're going to solve the inequality. So I found first my limit. That's what we're looking for, right? Now let's find our delta. So in order to do that, we're going to say, well, we're going to look at the absolute value of f of x minus the limit L, which has to be less than the y tolerance epsilon. So let's see here. If I replace everything that I know, 6x minus 2 minus -20 has to be less than, and our epsilon they gave us was 0.12. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to combine like terms here for a second. That's going to give us 6x and plus 18. Okay, and that's going to be in the middle of our compound inequality that we create because we have an absolute value. We're going to subtract 18 from both sides, and we get something like, negative 18.12 less than 6x, which is less than, I think that's negative 17.88. Divide everything by 6. All right. And we end up with, if you have a calculator, I'm sure you could do this very quickly, negative 3.02. And on the other side of the inequality, it's negative 2.98, I believe. Okay, so this right here is what we're looking at in terms of investigating our delta. All right, and again, this is a linear function, so it's no surprise here that the delta, the spread for the x, is going to be symmetric. So let's write out what we know. This is negative 3.02, and this is negative 2.98. And we find if this is A, this is B, and this is C, the number we're investigating to give us the limit of -20, the delta value is equal on both sides of -3. It's 0.02. All right, it's 2/100ths. Okay. So our delta, the other part of this question, is 2/100ths. And that's what it looks like. Okay, so just a little bit on calculating delta algebraically, finding a limit. So again, big idea here to find the limit is that it's a polynomial, or it falls into the family of polynomials. So you just plug it in. Okay, and then you find delta algebraically by applying that inequality there. All right, the absolute value inequality. All right, so hopefully this video was helpful, and if so, remember, like and subscribe.